We're out here. We got the glasses on today because we're trying to kill each other. We're working on the full bag today. Let's go. We're here doing a little drilling today, trying to get ready for the PPA Atlanta coming up, and also getting used to this lifetime ball. It plays a lot faster, so one of the things that we wanted to work on was hitting full bag speed ups, trying to body bag each other. And not only is the paddle technology getting faster, right, but we're using this ball in tandem with that. So it plays faster, the paddle technology is getting faster. The full bag speed up just works, okay? If you hit it hard enough at somebody, they can't get out of the way, and they can't hit an effective counter because they're just not going to be able to time it right. So if you're able to, I don't know, kind of disguise it well enough, and hit it right center mass where they can't dodge it quickly enough, then 9 times out of 10 you can compromise that person and either have them shank it off their paddle or hit them in the body. The only way to kind of counter it is like that, where you just see it coming soon enough that you just completely get out of the way. And even then, the thing with that is if they know you're going to leave it, they can make it look like a full bag and then kind of hit like a softer speed up that ends up going in, or a really sharp roll, something like that. So you see I left that one there as well. But we started off doing these at the kitchen, and then kind of determined maybe the best scenario for this is a situation where somebody hits a drop and they're coming into the kitchen. So their momentum's coming in, right? It's moving forward, and then you're just trying to murder them. So not literally. YouTube, don't flag me for that. Is YouTube gonna flag me for asking them not to flag me? I don't know. Hopefully not. But yeah, I found that when somebody's coming into the kitchen, they're not established yet, that's a really good time to do it, because they're also hitting a ball that's probably bouncing a little bit higher. But this still does have application at the kitchen line as well. When you're in a dink rally, you see right there, he just I tried to counter it, but you just can't get good contact with it. It's moving so fast. I tried to counter it and he just obliterated the next ball. But anyways, when you're in a dink rally, it's harder to find that ball because you get less balls that are kind of dead and allow that to happen. But it's just good practice for us overall. So that's what we worked on in this session right here. We also tried it going cross court as well, and I really like this one because you're speeding up over the lowest part of the net. For me especially, being a lefty, having that forehand in the middle, I really like that. Any ball that comes to the middle, somebody's coming in, bam, just blast it at them. That seemed to work out pretty well. If they do reset counter, it's coming in front of them to your partner, who is hopefully sitting there ready to crush it. Now getting into a little bit of singles drilling here, another session with a different person, my boy Ryan, and I focused on him. I wanted to kind of get out of my own head, so I decided that I'm not going to think too much about strategy. I'm just going to try to observe him and focus on what patterns he has, what are his strengths, what are his weaknesses, and what are his tendencies. That tendencies are kind of a more neutral thing. They're just things that I notice. They might not be glaring strengths or weaknesses, but things that he does consistently. So those are the things that I kind of write down in my notebook. So I was trying to pick up on those. And I was also just I wrote down play as hard as you can. So not to be hard on myself and negative, I just wanted to write down play as hard as you can, just to physically be there, physically be giving it everything that I've got and not worrying about how well I'm playing. I was tired too, second hit of the day. This was third. This was actually the third hit of the day at that point. So I you know, sometimes you're just tired, you're not going to play your best, and I wanted to be okay with that. And I ended up playing pretty well, which you'll see. We actually started out here doing some cat and mouse to warm up, which was fun. It's a good drill to practice, but we eventually played some singles games as well.
Just because we've been talking a lot about digestion and stuff recently, but I've been eating later and later in the evening, and I think it's a huge reason. I've like wake up bloated, I stay bloated throughout the day, and I'm like, I'm not eating more calories, but I'm eating at like 10 p.m.
Yep. Would you believe, like, I was thinking about that same thing last night. I for the first time in like a week, I didn't eat. I think the last time I had something was before we played last night, and like this morning was probably the best my stomach has felt. I think it makes a big difference.
Yeah, and you also don't sleep as good.
Yeah. We then went to do some baseline rallying, trying to get used to this ball still, playing with it outdoors and playing singles with it. And one of the things I noticed was I couldn't get around the side of the ball as much. I think one thing in general is that it doesn't seem like you can spin this ball as much. It seems like it's coming off the paddle pretty quickly. So less dwell time on the paddle means you're not able to impart as much spin on it. That's my guess, right? I'm not 100% sure about that, but that's my assumption about this ball based on the way it feels when I hit it. I can't prove it scientifically, but I noticed that I was having a hard time getting around the ball and being able to put it in the corner. You'll see that when I'm hitting here. I'm kind of going to his left foot when really I want to be hitting it either directly in the corner or even off the right side of the court a little bit. And I was having a really hard time doing that compared to with a Vulcan ball. So I was trying to focus on really bringing my paddle around the outside of the ball. In this scenario, it would be on the left side of the ball if you're looking from my perspective. And right there, that shot that I just hit is kind of what I was looking for, and I was really struggling to get that unless I came way around the side of the ball. But it's just something that I had to feel out and keep working on. Got some good singles training in here. Thanks to Ryan, and thanks to DJ and Ryan for training with me today. Don't forget, you can get the gear that I use at Pickleball Drop Shop, and you get a good discount if you use code BEN, B-E-N. They've got paddles, balls, accessories, grips, shoes, all the stuff that you need to be a sick pickleball player, guys, is going to be there. Thanks for watching these videos. I appreciate all of you guys. Leave a comment, leave some hate mail in the comments, or compliments, whatever, you know, if you're looking to build my ego or humble me, I'll accept either one, guys. Thank you.